Hi everyone, on YouTube, this is your boy DJ Cool Thing. Welcome back to another video, and let's roll the intro. Mixing in key is what we call harmonic mixing. So we go all the way down to, we'll do some house music. And we press the key button right here. And then we would select our preferred beats per minute. We're going to do this one and this one. Making sure it's mixed, it's mixed both with the same beats per minute, but also the same key. And the light check marks means that it can actually be mixed. But some of these can't. But it's always good to check the key and make sure that it's harmonically correct. So, as you can probably see here, see? That's blending house tracks together because it's over a beat. It's a beat over a beat. And for me to see it better, we're actually going to go down to the performance mode. As you can probably see here. So I'm going to go back to the end of this track. And into the next track. That is actually really, really neat. So that's how I like to mix. I like to go from the beginning of let's go down to this part to where it's actually mixed in with the beats per minute. And once we get to the end of the first track, we're going to bring in the next track. I know that was a little off, but it's to show you how to mix harmonically. It's the same key. So let's go down to this part. Okay, you line up the track. It'll start playing. As you can probably see, it's going to the end of the first track and into the beginning of the second track. Gotta make sure it's on time and that it's in sync. Sounds really good. So yeah, see, even goes into the next track. Sounds really good. So that's basically how I would mix in key, is that you gotta make sure it's the same beats per minute so it doesn't sound out of time. And you're going to make sure we match up the beats per minute. Let's take 125 and right here. Hey, okay. So this one is going to make sure, okay. Yeah, we got that, and this one. That will definitely work because it's the same key and almost the same beats per minute, but let's bring this down to 125. That way it's on time. And of course, we can go to the end of this track and into the beginning of the second track. Okay, so we go. Bring it in time. And then it'll start playing the next track. So that we can keep the party going. And yeah. And that sounds really, really good. So you can do this with any song. Yeah, that's what you can do. You can mix and key. Oh, okay. This one needs to be brought down to 124. That way it doesn't sound too bad. This is just a demonstration. We're not really mixing. So before we start the track, I'm going to make sure it sounds perfect. So we got to make sure it matches up to 124. 124.08. It's still somewhat matched. And let's go to the end of this track and into the beginning of the next track there. It doesn't sound very good, but you can actually use some transitions to bring in the next track. Pause it. That actually sounds really, really good. So that is how you would mix and key. It's by looking at the keys, make sure it's in order, so you can easily find the right key. Like this one's 120, 126, and the other is 124. We can bring this down to 124. 124.02, 124, and the end of this track and into the beginning of that is actually really neat. So that's just some different mixing techniques to mix and key. Is having a song that's a different beat PM and dial in and mix by ear. That way it sounds, correct. So that it doesn't go out of time, and out of sync with the next track that is coming in. Same thing goes with Serato. You gotta make sure that the keys are lined up, and you would start one track, and then once the first track is at the last bit of beats, you bring in the next one. I mean, that's how I like to mix. So let's go to the end of this track and into the beginning of this one. And if it's out of time, make sure you use some effects to listen to the next track. That's if you're in a pinch that you can't dial in, but you will have plenty of time to blend the tracks in, basically. So I just think that is really, really cool of mixing in key. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's basically how you would mix and key. And as you can see, Virtual DJ has some check marks, and the ones that are light you can mix in, which I think is really, really cool. It helps you mix. So that's just one trick, to make sure you use the check marks that are lightly checked and that are visible. On the dark ones means you can't really mix, but they'll sound good. Always make sure you check the light check marks if you want to mix and key with Virtual DJ. So I hope you guys enjoyed that quick little video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Till next time, DJ Cool Thing out.